welcome to the Stanley Street Social Podcast. Take 2 tonight. Me and Campbell caught up before, so if you do want to hear our garbage talk on last night's stage, that'll be live on YouTube. But I've got a bit of a better insight with me right now. Chris Hamilton, professional at Team Sunweb. Welcome.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for having me.
How are you feeling? 20 stages into one of the toughest Grand Tours.
Yeah, pretty rough. I mean, I don't know. You kind of get into this phase where you just stop feeling worse, unless unless you get really sick or something like that. You kind of every day you just wake up and you're like, oh, Jesus. But
we're back here again.
Yeah, but I don't know. After you hit the kilometer zero, everything kind of switches back to normal. But yeah.
What was the plan heading into last night?
For us,
yeah,
it was more about we had intentions of just taking a back seat. For a big break to go to the line, that would have been good. So the one that did go was 20 guys or something like that, and we were super happy to just we would have given them 20 minutes or something like that. But Astana started riding. I don't know why. I think apparently Vino was in the car, so they might have got a bit of punishment for missing it or something like that. And so I don't know, they just burned their full squad and brought it back and just held it at 6 minutes or 7 minutes or something like that. And then once the climb started, then poor old Fulsang left. But but then we expected Ineos to do what they did. After what they did on or after what Rowan did on Stelvio, we were kind of expecting they'd try something similar, and it was like, oh well, this climb's not as bad as Stelvio. It's pretty gentle gradient the whole way, and they took over as soon as we hit the climb, and for us it was just try and hang in the wheels, and but once Rowan hit the front on that second last climb, about halfway up, I was sprinting in the wheels. You went so fast, and it just blew the race to pieces. And Giant Teo at the end held on.
It was because on the TV shot, you probably haven't seen this, but the shot that we had, it was all right. Ineos are really starting to get to work here on the front, and they were shooting the breakaway, and then all of a sudden we went back to the bunch and no one was there. Everyone was gone. Nibali's getting hooped.
Yeah. Yep. It was. Yeah. I mean, they were just doing one guy peelers and stuff like that. But Gano did a really big turn at the bottom of the climb, and I think cooked a few of their guys. And I don't know if Rowan was meant to go that early or something like that, but the rest of their guys were gone, and he just went, and everyone was. It was just it was carnage. There were people everywhere.
Was Wilco confident heading into the stage?
I think so. You would be. I mean, it was not on paper. It didn't look like such a hard climb, but I guess in the back of your mind, you always think, well, I imagine I didn't see the Stelvio day or something like that, but I haven't seen the moment that he got hooped on Stelvio or whatever, but I imagine it was kind of a similar turn of speed because, I know for sure when Rowan passed, when Rowan went past me on Stelvio, I was like, all right, setting into a rhythm, pretty solid rhythm here. Almada had just been dropped, and then I thought I was going pretty hard, and then he just like a train just went past. But I mean, I think he would have. Yeah, we were all super confident in Wilco as well. So
Do you like when you're in the race? So like at that point when Rowan goes, and you were distance with pretty much everyone else. Do you have updates with what's going on up the road? Can you hear over the
Yesterday I
radio
didn't.
still?
My radio wasn't working for some reason. I think I bumped a button when I was getting a rice cake or something like that along the way. But yeah, so normally you would get updates. So yeah, like the Stelvio day, we were getting updates. Or yeah, you can hear it in the radio. Like sometimes you just want to like pull it out, but then you also want to know what's happening, and yeah, it's hard because yeah.
See, you got to the line last night and had no idea who won, who was there,
No,
who was on GC.
yeah, no idea. And then and then I saw the big screen when I came across the line, and I saw Jai was in pink, and yeah, I mean, I definitely wasn't surprised by that because I knew the level he was on, but it still is. It's crazy to see.
It is crazy to see. It's
Yeah,
so cool though
yeah,
to
like
see the way he's been climbing.
yeah, like
Is
it
there?
just to think like just in the last few days or whatever. He probably, I don't know, he might not realize just how much his life just changed, you know?
Mm.
Yeah.
Is there big energy in the squad right now? What's the feeling like? You've got the pink jersey. You're on equal time to Sky. One time trial left. How
Uh,
was?
I mean, everyone's super happy, you know, like, um, if you said to us at the start of the week, at the start of this race, you can have two guys on the podium in Milan, you'd say, you wouldn't believe him, you know. What? To be fair, I didn't even believe we were going to make it to Milan, but I mean, I guess for the majority of the team, like this is not a super like there's nothing we can do about today, so we can it's there's not so much pressure on us, but for Jai, I can imagine like there's a lot of pressure, but also at the same time, like it's you can only work with the legs you've got and that sort of stuff, and yeah, I'm sure he's going to lay it all out on the road, and regardless of if he holds pink or doesn't hold pink, like just incredible what he's done. So
yeah.
either way, everyone's going to be just losing their mind at the end of this.
How was he last night?
I think he was a bit. I mean, same old, but maybe a little bit quiet. I think he's probably a bit in shock.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we had last night. We had a super long bus transfer. It was 3 or 3.5 hours or something like that after the stage. So it wasn't like a normal night where we're all at the dinner table talking shit and stuff like that. So yeah, but I think he just seems same old Jai.
Yeah, that's good. That's good
Yeah.
to hear. Have the last time we talked, we tried to get you on the Daily Show. You said yes, except I have a 6-hour transfer or something wild. Have the transfers been that bad?
Yeah, they always are in the Giro because they just I don't know. It's just that's just what you sign up for, you know. Like you just don't think anything of it. I guess. Like I mean, I've only ever done the Vuelta, and that was a while ago, so I can't really remember what they were like there. But yeah, that day was I mean, I think we got off we got off okay, as some other teams had an even longer transfer in the morning, so we had to leave at like I think we left the bus at 7. We left in the bus at 7. It was still pitch black. And yeah, breakfast on the bus and shit like that, and then it was almost 2 hours to the start, and then we were meant to do that 260k stage in the piercing rain, and which I'm sure people have heard a lot about.
Mm.
Yeah, and I think that some guys had to leave the hotels at 6. And after the stages we'd had, it was just like people just reached boiling point, and that's what I think. That's why everything seemed so last minute. It was just this like things that like a accumulation of stuff. Just everyone was just like, nah, this is just too much. Like it's and I guess some kind of point was made on the rider's behalf, so they might think about it for next time.
Is it as you said, like all Giros are like this? But was that example just a tip over the edge?
Yeah.
Or was it that kind of combined with the COVID year and everything else that's going on?
Yeah, it was just like, I mean, maybe it's. I think it was just everything like because the stages we'd had in this last week were, you get one or two every Grand Tour that are just mammoth, 5,000 meters, but we had like in this last week there was what every day, every stage, 3 days in a row we had the first stage of the last week was 6 hours, and then maybe even more actually, and then another one of 6 hours and 5,000, and then another one of 6.5 hours of 5.5. Like that Stelvio day, I had 7 hours on the bike.
I think that's the point I was going to say is like a lot of the time they report, 6.5 hour day. That was for the winner.
Yeah.
That was for the first guy to cross the line.
And then we had to ride back down the hill and find the buses, and it was almost dark, And so I think after doing a day like that, like it would have put people in their grave. Like it would have wrecked yesterday, I reckon.
Hmm. So what actually happened in the morning? Like what's your experience with what went on?
Well, we got to the start. It was 10 degrees, pissing with rain. Everyone, it was just like we'd accepted that it was happening. Like there was, there were all these talks of like, we want to protest or do 100k less or something like that. But there's always talks of stuff like that, but never actually happens, And then there's like the CPA group. They had like a telecom group or something like that, and then a couple of us got added into this group, and then they said they took a poll and they said, all right guys, ask your team, are you in favor of driving 100k down the road in the buses? We'll start here, do the neutral or whatever, get in the buses, drive 100k down the road. And everyone was all for it. And then we voted yes, and then put the phone down, had to go to the start to do our sign on. And so I don't know, it was like, well, we've done this, but left the phone behind and whatever, and we just went to the start and was still expecting it to happen. And then it was it was pretty cool actually. Everyone was huddled in this tent like that they have next to the start line, and I like didn't have track of time or anything like that. And someone goes, we were meant to start 10 minutes ago, and I'm like, oh yeah, true. No one left at 10, and because we had pink, everyone was kind of like looking at to what we were doing, and so one of our guys went to leave the tent, and because he wanted to change his gloves or something like that, and everyone was like, get back in here, and they wouldn't let him leave. No one was getting and there were a couple of guys on the start line apparently, but then they all left and came back to the tent. And then I think it was Adam Hansen was talking with the organizer, and yeah, and then all of a sudden everyone just started like shouting and whatever,
Like
then,
Yahooing.
Yeah. It was like, they said, all right. And then the race organizer came over and he's like, all right, is everyone's bus still here? And we're like, yep. Yeah, everyone's bus is still here. Ours wasn't. It had already left, but we said in the radio, stop the bus. And then, he's like, all right, we're going to do the neutral and then the buses are going to go behind and then everyone jumps in the bus and we'll find a new start location. Everyone just lost their mind. I've never seen so many people. I've never seen the bunch so happy before. But it was weird though. It was a mess. But fair play to them. Like they somehow arranged a new start location for all the buses and stuff to park, and is racing as normal again.
Yeah, nice. On last night, there's a question here from Terry. Said, Chris, I heard Ineos got a chopper off the mountain last night straight to their hotel. Is that true?
I also heard this. Yeah, I don't know, but we're staying in the same hotel as them actually.
Yeah.
But maybe there's a helipad on the roof. Don't know, but
yeah,
I think
just
it could. Yeah. Well, yeah. I also heard this rumor of it.
Yeah, they just rang up Jim and gone, Jim, we need a chopper. We need it at the top of the mountain, and it's taken us straight to the hotel.
Yeah. Well, apparently the big boss Brailsford, I think he might be here. So he was going to go to the World Tour or something, but now he's here. So yeah, he might have pulled some strings for him.
How long did it take you to get from last night's stage home, or to where you are now, not home?
Yeah, I don't know. 3 or 3.5 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was dinner. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it was, but that's kind of always the way when it always seems to happen after the last stage. But yeah, we had burgers in the bus though, so nice. It was that made it a bit more bearable.
Last question before I let you go. How confident are you in Jai Hindley to win the? I can't even believe I'm saying this. Jai Hindley to win the Giro. What?
I know.
Win the Giro.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
I've got faith. He's going to do the ride of his life. Cool as a cucumber, and I reckon he can do it.
Very good. Yeah. Thanks for your time. Let's have breakfast. I hear you said just before offline that you're doing a full Euro winter/Oz summer, so we won't see you back here. But hopefully we'll catch up.
By some miracle down under, unless by some miracle we end up doing down under or something. But
yeah,
who knows?
Have you guys been like advised on what next year looks like?
No,
just whatever. Who knows?
We're getting this one out of the way with first, and yeah. We've made it. Yeah, we've made it this far, and I think everyone just needs. Yeah, next year's next year. We'll worry about that then.
Yeah, awesome. Well, congratulations on a superb Giro for you guys making it to the end, and we hope Jai can rip a magical TT tonight to take the Giro to tally home.
Damn right. Thanks, mate. Good chat.
Chat to you soon. Bye.